I am definitely up early on the BS because I'm thinking about how I love the people watch in 2025 relationships really be like. I had somebody that was telling me about a situation. So they had been together for 2 years, but there had been some breakages in there on and off about a 3 month stint or something like that. So anyways, they were telling me what they believe led to the severance of the relationship. So there was one instance where their person had a funeral to go to for their great grandmother. And their person was like, hey, I know you don't like to travel on the weekend, but if you want to ride down to such and such place, you're more than welcome to come if you want to. So they were like, nah, I'm good. you know, and apparently their significant other got so upset to the degree, like, I was so effing embarrassed. I was down there questioning what I'm doing with my life. I'm looking at all my family and they sitting at the table with their spouses and this, that, and the third. And mind you, they haven't even met this side of the family. So you telling me the first time that they supposed to meet their side of the family is during a funeral? And so I couldn't find nothing wrong with the situation. So I proceed to listen. So then they talking about like, yeah, we had a little birthday celebration for me, and they did a lot of lavish things for me. And one particular night that actually landed on my birthday, we went out to eat, got dressed up, dolled up, all that good type of stuff. I'm like, okay, sounded pretty dope. And we get to the end of the dinner, and mind you, they had already looked at the menu, right? So they get to the end of the dinner, and the waitress is asking them, hey, do you want a dessert? And they were like, nah, I'm okay. I had already looked at the dessert. There's nothing else that I would like this evening, yada, yada, yada. So then they person was like, you're not going to get the dessert? And so they politely responded like, nah, I had already looked at the menu when we first sat down. They only have the one dessert, and I'm not really interested in that. And I'm just really ready to go. Let's pack up and get back to the hotel, get undressed, get in some more comfortable clothes so we can enjoy the rest of our evening. So then their significant other kept pressuring them like, why don't you go ahead and get the cake? It's going to come with a candle. And then this one, they start getting a little firm, so they say, but not disrespectful, like, hey, I don't like to waste food. I'm really good. I really enjoy myself. Like, I got the appetizer, I got the entree, like, I'm ready to go. Let's go ahead and get out of here. So their person said that they effing embarrassed them because the waiter was looking at them crazy or whatnot because they didn't want the cake. And again, maybe this is why I'm single, because I told you 2025 out here is rough. And I'm thinking to myself like, yo, how selfish is it of that person to try to force you to get a cake that you already politely declined, and then turn around and not only say that you were embarrassment, have the audacity, so I was told, that when y'all get back to the hotel room, mind you, this is the actual day of your birthday, they tell you need to fix your attitude, and from there, the trip just begins to unravel until it's time to go back home. And so I'm really just thinking to myself, like, is this what y'all really doing out here nowadays? I understand showing a certain level of support and all of that type of stuff, but it was kind of crazy because even when I was talking to my homegirl about it, I'm like, yo, check me. I talked to my mom about it. Like, this situation is really intriguing me because, like I said, I love the people watch, and I love to learn and live vicariously through others, because a lot of things you can avoid as far as certain pitfalls in life by just watching and listening to people. And I've been that way since a little girl. So anyways, I'm talking to her about it, and she like, yo, that's a crazy situation to even put your significant other in, especially when it comes to the funeral, because you ain't never met this side of the family. you know, and it's kind of rude to even involve them in such an intimate family moment, and then you got the family being introduced to them like they don't care. Like, bro, they trying to grieve, they trying to, you know, deal with their loss. And I'm like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I know I could be a little weird with death in general, but I'm like, ain't that more so reserved for married couples? You know, even if you want to do it and don't want to do it, that's where your duty kicks in, being that you have professed certain vows before one another. So I don't know, y'all let me know what you think in the comments.